That's the spirit.
Now what's going on with these Vampire Diaries? Now what's going on with these Vampire Diaries? Now what's going on with these Vampire Diaries? Oh, back again. Tell your co-workers, tell your friends. Now it's season 3, VPDs in 3D. Put on your glasses, turn on your TV. Steady standing Stelena. Ooh, Klaus in the house, troubles are brewing. What else can Catherine ruin? Call the MFPD, it's Ash and Petey. About to release more podcasts on the streety.
Where's Stefan? He gave himself over to Klaus to save his brother.
Slow it down. Sipping on vervain, swerving in my lane. Brother's bond in my vein, trying to kill the pain.
Just give me the cure, and I'll do whatever you want.
Hello, welcome to the Vampire Diaries, the Vampire Diaries podcast, where a guy is watching the series for the first time with a superfan who has seen every episode. I'm the titular Petey. Let's just say I put the Petey in Vampire. But please call me Pete, and I'm here with my co-host and co-parent, Ash.
Hello, Pete.
Ash, hello. How are you?
I'm good.
Ash, I do have something to talk about based on the title of this episode.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember what it is?
No.
Tonight is season 3, episode 14.
Mm-hmm.
Dangerous Liaisons.
Oh, yeah, Dangerous Liaisons.
Ash, that I haven't seen the movie Dangerous Liaisons, but as we've seen this season, several of these episodes are named after movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know this movie.
And I was like, I haven't seen it, but I know that title. From where? I reached back into the old memory bank. Mm-hmm. It's from an episode of Friends.
Oh.
The very episode of Friends, the trivia episode, mm-hmm. where I know that one especially well because in high school, for some TV class, I took TV productions class. Mm-hmm. For one of the classes, or maybe it was some kid's drama class, I don't know. I got roped into, and I was happy to do it, be in an episode of Friends that these students were filming.
Yes.
Where I played Chandler.
Chandler, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Dangerous Liaisons comes up in that trivia match.
The trivia. Oh, okay. I kept trying to think, like, is it the one with the Dangerous Liaisons? I was trying to think of how it would be worked into the title. But now I get it, okay.
No, so as we know, Reader's Digest comes to Joey and Chandler's apartment, but it's to Mrs. Chenandler Bong. We all know this. But do we know Rachel Green's favorite movie?
Oh, I did watch this episode. Well, no, I don't think I saw this episode recently, but they did do a flashback and a remake of it in the reunion.
Yes. The answer is very simple.
Dangerous Liaisons?
Well, that's what she says her favorite movie is. So yes, that is what I was setting you up for. Mm-hmm. But her actual favorite movie is Weekend at Bernie's.
Oh. That's funny.
So my guess would be that Dangerous Liaisons might be some sort of thriller or at least a more legitimate movie.
Right.
That she claimed that she was into, but yet her favorite movie, Weekend at Bernie's.
Weekend at Bernie's is great.
Mm-hmm. And it's kind of silly that she loves that movie.
It's a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
But that makes sense for her. She's always putting on airs of things that she thinks are her personality, but they're not.
Yes. And is she from more of a wealthy family, or was that was just her husband?
No, she is.
So she was from a wealthier social circle.
Yeah,
but she was slumming it.
Trying to keep up with them and everything. But yeah, she's just a regular old gal who likes Weekend at Bernie's.
Yep.
Man, and you just knew that from memory?
Well, yeah, but then I had to look up the Weekend at Bernie's part.
Ah.
But I was like, I know Rachel had something to do in that trivia episode with Dangerous Liaisons. That's how I know the title of the movie. So I looked it up, and then I was like, and what was her real movie? Oh, W at B's.
Have you seen Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But not like a million times or anything.
Yeah.
I've probably seen it.
I saw it a handful of times. It was like one of those movies that was just on TV.
Yeah. Yeah, which for me, that wasn't a thing.
Yeah, you didn't have that experience growing up. Also, my brother does a real life impression of Bernie.
Well, Weekend at Bernie's 2,
Yes.
I would imagine.
Yes.
Because in the sequel, Bernie can dance when he hears music.
Yeah, and he is like amazing at it.
Yeah.
Shout out to my brother Josh.
That's his wedding go-to.
Oh, yeah. Any wedding party, he's doing it.
Yep. Ash. But this episode of The Vampire Diaries.
It does not have Weekend at Bernie's or Friends.
It does. It has people who are dead.
Okay. I mean, it has friendships.
Might take place over a weekend. People are having dangerous meetings, which is liaisons.
Right.
Ash.
Oh, there's pug snores.
There will be pug snores in this episode. Be forewarned. Cold open. Matt and Elena are at the hospital to see Mr. Saltzman. That's what Matt calls Rick.
Yeah, he should. Everyone should be calling him that.
Yeah, that's true. Matt's the normie.
Yeah.
He still has a sense of propriety.
Right. He's rooted in reality.
Yeah, he's like, he even says later, he's like, all I have to worry about is getting to my shift at the grill. Like, go off. Go off, Matt.
Yeah.
We stand. Elena had to kill Alaric last episode.
Right.
He was all stabbed
so he
up.
wouldn't die for real, permanently.
Yeah, which we still don't know who was stabbing him up, but Elena had to kill him because she's supernatural. But we don't know if some supernatural person or thing already was stabbing him up.
No, yeah. They weren't able to say who it was.
But why roll the dice?
Yeah, you can't risk it.
Someone was like creeping on them through the blinds. Someone was
At the hospital.
voyeuring them.
Yeah.
Matt has a fresh haircut. Ash said it's the best he's ever looked.
Yeah, he looked great.
Which haircuts on these guys really do change the whole episode.
100%.
Like it can be like a Damon mullet episode. It can be a Stefan 6-inch tall hair
way too
episode.
tall.
Yeah.
And Jeremy's all over the place.
Oh yeah.
Alaric has had crazy hair too.
He's had like a troll doll wig basically some episodes.
But the girl hair stays relatively the same. I'm not like shocked by their hair, but I always notice the guys' haircuts.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's not like they're just maintaining a haircut. I feel like they're like letting it grow and cutting it.
Hey, that's what I do.
And that's like what normal humans do, but like usually on shows they just like you cut like a centimeter every time you shoot or whatever.
Yes. Well, yes. That is what
But they're not doing that here.
No.
They're giving everyone a new look every 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah. Which I believe I've spoken on the podcast about these long-haired guys in real life who get their cuts.
Yeah.
They do exposition about Bonnie and her mom after they did the big spell.
Yeah, that they're okay.
Caroline is doing okay, but her dad died. Elena and Matt catch up on that too.
Yeah, her dad went through a crazy little bit. I was just remembering when we were watching, I was like, he came to help Tyler. Tyler attacked him. He almost died. He got vampire blood without his permission.
Mm-hmm.
Then he almost died again, but got turned into a vampire, but then he wouldn't feed, so then he died for real. Oh my gosh.
That's too much.
But he was kind of chill about the whole thing.
He was, because he's the master of his body or whatever.
Yeah.
There are no suspects yet in the attacks.
No.
Matt is fine. He just has to show up for his shift at the grill tomorrow. They part ways, Elena and Matt. They get in their cars. Elena has the Ford Escape. Mm-hmm. She backs over something, but nothing is there.
Right. She gets out.
And she gets out. What, like Rebecca put her foot there or something so she would notice it?
Yeah, something like that. They don't show. But Matt should know better to not drive away first.
No. Yeah, you put Elena in the car. She leaves. Yeah. Well, then he probably would get killed. He's probably like, Elena has a better chance of surviving than me.
Well, I don't know. He should have at least made sure like her car would start and stuff.
Mm-hmm. It is Rebecca. She wants to bite Elena, but Elijah stops her. Yeah,
because she's so mad because Elena was being all friendly to her before the dance, and Elena staked her. Daggered her. So she's mad at Elena.
And Rebecca says both of you are pathetic. Elijah and Elena.
Well, she's just jealous.
She does look like the mom.
Yeah.
They look more like they could be sisters because they're probably similar ages because of the witchening and the vampirism.
Yeah. They all got forevered.
Yeah. They all got tuck everlasting.
Yeah.
They look similar. Elena, after the cold open, after the title, Elena tells the bros, Damon and Stefan, that the OG witch was in the coffin. All these vampires' mom. And she wants to be a family. She wants all her kids back together.
Right.
And Michael was the dad of that family?
Yeah, but he's dead.
He's dead now. She was the one keeping Klaus at bay, though.
Yeah, now they're nervous again. They're like, oh, we thought she was going to help us, not trying to make them all a family. Thought that she was going to kill Klaus for us.
Yeah, that's what they thought. And they were right.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But they don't know it yet.
No.
Or they're trying to figure it all out.
The doorbell rings. No one is there. But there's a fancy letter. And it's an invitation for the Michelson family.
Michelson, yeah.
Time to meet Esther.
Yeah, and this is when Stefan's like, who are the Michelsons?
Yeah.
It's like, you're not even going to have one guess of who sent this very fancy, handwritten calligraphy ball invitation?
I know.
Not even one guess, Stefan?
He's so out of it.
Who are the Michelsons? Like, also, weren't you BFFs with Klaus, like, a long time ago? And you also dated, Rebecca?
Also, the dad's name is Michael.
Yeah.
Also, is he Michael Michelson?
Well, it might be like they're this,
Yeah, I know. Names were different.
Yeah, names are different.
He could be like Timmy Blacksmith.
Right.
John Iron.
Yeah.
So, Jeremy Irons.
Pete, producer, writer.
Pete Scribe. Pete the Fool. Petey the Fool would be the one.
That sounds like Pity the Fool.
I pity the fool who doesn't have a bunch of gold chains. I was going to say something about this. The ball, Ash. I thought it was going to be kind of a scenario like the last episode where it's just like 4 people hanging out.
Oh,
I was like, it's going to be like these bros and Rebecca and like Klaus and Caroline apparently, and then like Elena's just gonna be at like 10 people
just
tops.
Like the main cast.
Yeah, and then when they rolled up and the ball was a bunch of people, I was like, oh, they sent out all types of these invitations.
Yeah, they're having a real ball, darling.
Mm-hmm. Rebecca is getting her nails done in the Michelson McMansion. Klaus is mad. Rebecca went after Elena. The siblings are all beefing.
Yeah.
Cole and Klaus. Those are 2 of them.
I know, but the way Klaus says Cole's name is so, like, hurts my ears. It's not a pleasing sound to me.
And I don't know the other guy's name. There's Cole, Klaus.
And...
I
can't pull it right now.
I don't think I ever wrote it down.
I know him. He's like the tall, thin one.
Yeah, and he looks kind of old. He looks older than the mom. He does kind of look like Michael Michelson.
I can't think of his name.
The mom got a haircut, I said.
Oh, yeah.
I guess she called someone over. She didn't go to like a salon.
Well, they have everyone working on them.
Yeah, that's what I said. They're having a spa day, which you need after being in a coffin forever. Mm-hmm. I killed you, and you forgive me? Klaus said to his mom. Her dream for 1,000 years was for the family to be together. Mm-hmm. She's dropping 1,000 years. She's not hundreds of years old. She's 1,000 years old.
Okay, is it Finn?
Probably. Is he old? Mm-hmm. She's like 1,000 and...
Oh, wait, maybe not. I don't want to do any spoilers.
She's like 1,032 years old or something.
Yeah, she's the oldest. Yeah, Klaus, Elijah, Rebecca, Cole, Finn. And
Finn.
Mom.
Great. They're having a ball this evening. It's going to be magical. Stefan and Damon, also siblings, are also arguing, Ash. A lot of sibling rivalry going on. Mm-hmm. It's Damon's job to protect Elena now. They argue over who is going to the ball. Damon will go, but then they all just go.
Yeah, but no one was supposed to go.
Caroline gets a message from Ty about her dad. Ty ran away. He's going to fix himself and come home. He loves her.
I know, and Caroline isn't really mad at Ty. She's understanding, but he's out of here. He was scared.
She gets a knock at the door. She doesn't have a doorbell. She got a box. She got invited to the ball. And she's like, seriously? And then she sees the dress and she's like, okay.
Honestly, I would really love to receive a big, beautiful dress in a box, like with a big bow one day. Mm-hmm. I've seen that in movies and shows, and it's always so pretty and exciting.
Okay, that's better than receiving bathing suits in a little plastic bag.
Well, that's fun too. But the big box with the huge bow.
With a big bow on it.
Yeah, that's fun.
You didn't get to do that for your prom or something?
No, I just went to the mall with my mom.
Well, put it in a box next time.
I didn't even shop for a wedding dress.
I know, because you wore one of those bathing suits. We had a pool wedding.
No way. I wore my mom's dress. It was great. It fit me exactly.
I wore my dad's tux.
No, you didn't.
Caroline and Elena talk about the ball at the grill. They're both so going.
Yeah.
She needs a drama-free bodyguard. Elena needs
too much drama with those bros.
A body-free drama guard.
If you had said that quickly, I wouldn't have noticed.
Caroline wishes Elena told her that she kissed Damon. Well, Damon and Caroline used to be an item. Mm-hmm. Rebecca is at the grill. She just walks by and menaces these girls. She's like, "Arr."
Yeah, I was going to say about Elena and Caroline. Caroline's not too mad, but she's like, you should have told me, blah, blah, blah. I feel like if there was a scene where Elena tried to tell Caroline would have been like, why are you telling me this? My dad is dying. I feel Caroline would have been mad either way.
Totally.
Because that's how she is.
Yeah.
So I think Elena did the right thing.
Yeah. What is it? Something for permission instead of something for permission? Ask for forgiveness instead of permission? Or
I don't know.
Apologize? Something, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm having a little brother's bond. It's good. That's what we're doing. Don't ask for permission. Apologize for forgiveness. No. All right. Anyway.
I know what you're talking about, but I cannot say it. Especially because you've said it so many weird ways already.
I think it's actually too late to apologize.
There you go.
Okay. Rebecca invites Matt to the bowl.
Mm-hmm. And they're like, why is she doing that?
And I still at this moment, I thought there was going to be like 10 people there. I was like, 11 people now. But then the next scene, the ball, 1,000,000 people, nice cars driving up. Damon and Lady Lockwood are there. And she's welcoming old dead vampires with a smile. Mm-hmm. Also, someone comes up and is like, hey, Mayor Lockwood. Mm-hmm. I was surprised they didn't say Lady Interim Mayor Lockwood. So I guess she's just the mayor now.
Yeah, they didn't have a swearing in ceremony or anything for her.
No, they didn't.
No.
And you think they would have.
They have all the events.
Yeah.
But let's be honest. If you were the originals and you were daggered or on the other side, like Esther was for forever, wouldn't you be like, let's have a party?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I would. Also, this could have just been any of those founders things. It looked kind of like that. It was just in a different location.
Yeah.
Which, all right, I'm glad to be in a different location. We have all these founders things, different staircase.
Yeah, it's very similar though. Old
Founders Hall.
An old time dance.
Yes. Are we really gonna do this for so many more episodes? We need some new stuff going on. They need to they need to, you know how
Then you go to like Disneyland.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Full House goes to Disneyland.
Is that what you're gonna say?
Yes.
Yeah. Then you have the Disneyland
Boy
episode.
Meets World goes to Disneyland.
Or Saved by the Bell goes to Hawaii.
Yes.
Yeah. And they went to Vegas. They need, yeah. Well, what was I gonna say? Oh, about that dance. I guess I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but they're like, oh, we have this very traditional dance, and everyone, even the not old vampires, they just know this.
Yes.
That means you live in a small town.
It is, and did people say, or did we already see, like, I know there's Miss Mystic Falls, but what's the thing, like Cotillion or something? Do they have that sort of thing there?
Miss Mystic Falls. Well, are they the same? Where they had them in their little dresses and they met up at the bottom of the stairs, but they did that. Did they do that for both?
I don't know.
I don't know. It does kind of blur together because they are so similar.
Yeah. What is it? What is it called? Cotillion? What Marissa Cooper did?
Mm-hmm.
That's some rich small town stuff.
Yeah, was that? I think that was season 1 stuff.
Oh yeah. She's Mayor Lockwood now. Cole introduces himself to
Elena.
some people. I don't know. Elena enters in a nice dress. And it was funny, Damon said, humana, humana, humana. Stefan swooped over, though.
I know Damon was talking to someone and he was like, excuse me. And then he goes to walk over there. But yeah, Stefan just appears.
The bros tell Elena she's not supposed to be there. But then she walks in with both bros arm in arm.
I know. An Elena sandwich.
And a echo from the past. Of Catherine.
I was going to say about sandwiches. You always want to call it like what's on the outside. You want to be like it's a Salvatore sandwich. But that means all sandwiches would just be bread sandwiches. If you took that philosophy and applied it to sandwiches.
Yes. So
like, oh, what kind of sandwich are you going to have? A bread one.
You are 100% correct. But you said it correctly by saying it was an Elena sandwich because the middle really defines what the sandwich is.
Right. But when you think about it, you want to call it a Salvatore sandwich.
You do, because it's between the Salvatores.
I know, but it's an Elena sandwich.
But also you always get mad at me when we go to Chipotle and I get a tortilla burrito. Ash, in the immortal words of Chris Tucker, you're right, and you have never been righter. Yeah, Lena sandwich. Salvatore bro bread. Oreo cookie sandwich. No. It's cream.
Cream filled.
Sandwich.
Oreo cookie? I don't know. That one gets a little confusing.
All right. Caroline is getting dressed. At first, she's avoiding Klaus's dress, but then she's like, I'm poor.
She's like, what I'm going to wear? Just these random, like,
I'm
Rue 21 dresses?
Yeah, I'm going to wear my homecoming freshman year.
Because that's probably where I got my homecoming dress freshman year. Rue 21. Forever 21.
I'm going to wear this Forever 21. That, if there's a flame even near it, it just melts.
Yes. Disintegrates by the time the night is over.
But then Ash, she walks in the nice dress.
Yeah, 100% she has to wear that dress.
we kind of talked about how the background actors are not that tight in this scene. They're kind of like doing weird stuff.
They're making some weird faces.
And like someone has the full backless.
Yeah, it was really distracting.
Yeah.
Not too much going on with the extras.
You know, as I have mentioned before, I was in the background acting game for a minute. And you kind of have to be a type. Like, there's like, you can only call in if you have a recent haircut and you are like high class presentable or something. It's like no visible tattoos. Like they...
Yeah, they have a long description.
Yeah. And I will always be like, I kind of fit into that. I don't know.
Yeah, you have a car that you can drive.
Yeah. I drove my car on Dirty Sexy Money. That was really a show that existed. Probably around this time.
And the car was...
Whoa, what if I was an
nice.
What if I was an extra on Vampire Diaries, Ash?
But you weren't.
We'll see.
I would have known.
09? This was my prime TV background.
Yeah, I know, but you weren't the same.
I have a really good memory.
Also, they didn't film out here.
Oh, they were in North Carolina?
No, Hotlanta.
Oh. All right. Then I was not.
I already knew you weren't.
Ash, I did 90210 and the other one. Would they redo 90210? What was the other one? Melrose Place. Did they reboot that?
Those are the two.
All right, never mind. I know I did 90210. All right.
I know you did 90210. Didn't you do like Pushing Daisies or something?
I think that was one of my first ones, and they didn't even call me to set. I just sat in a dark room for hours and hours. I did The Mentalist. This is aging me.
Well, you did that a long time ago.
Yeah, so long ago. The Mentalist, probably a Bones. Definitely a Criminal Minds. I made it on TV for Criminal Minds.
Really?
I'm right behind the guy with the long hair, the white guy.
Oh, yeah.
And I was also...
Not Grubler. Grubler?
Goobler.
Goobler.
Yeah, Matthew Gray.
Yeah.
The Goob. And I was on TV. I was on screen for Worst Week. And Nick Kroll was walking around being like the guest star. Me and Kroll, you know, we shared the screen. I mean, he was doing all the talking. And I wasn't supposed to make eye contact, but we certainly...
That was fun. That was exciting for me just tangentially, like when you would get the calls and be like, I'm going to be on this show. I'm going to go to this location.
Yeah.
So if you move to LA, that's a fun little thing to do.
If you move to LA, do a little background acting.
Yeah, I never did. I had a real job immediately. Yeah. But
I'm still waiting to get a real job.
No way. But yeah, that's a fun little thing. You should do it if you can.
I know I should have been in the backlist in this scene.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Klaus, okay, Caroline walks in a nice dress. Taylor Swift. And it's weird because then Klaus says hummina hummina hummina.
Oh my gosh. Did you write that down?
Caroline needs a drink.
Yeah.
Finn. Oh, I did write it down. Jinx. No talking.
No, you don't.
He introduces himself to Elena. If you want to see my mother, you'll need to be alone. And then I said, even though she tried to kill her before? Did she? I don't know.
Yeah, that's what Elena keeps saying. She kept trying to kill me.
Okay. Elijah is doing a speech. The mom is there.
Okay, but Elijah's accent was coming and going.
Yeah. It'd be funny if he was like trying out like a Brooklyn accent. Like,
I'm like,
hey, I'm an original here.
Yeah, he lost it.
We're doing a waltz in the ballroom. Elena wants to go see the mom alone. Damon is protecting her, but also wants to dance with her. Damon tells her she looks stunning. He says, humana, humana. This episode has like double the budget of a usual episode, Ash, it seems like. People are wearing dresses.
Yeah, the clothing and the cast is ginormous.
Also, when they start going into the waltz or whatever, it sounds like a Damien Rice song.
Oh.
You know that? The Blower's Daughter? I just was listening to that the other day.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And I said...
That's on a mixed CD you made me at one point.
Oh, yeah. I said Damien Rice meets Anne Rice.
Who's Anne Rice?
Didn't she write Dracula and stuff? Isn't this like a great reference?
Probably
for some smart person who's listening to this. They're so smart that they're listening to this.
Good.
Damien Rice meets Anne Rice.
You should have just told me to look up Anne Rice earlier so that I would get the reference when you said it.
Look up Anne Rice right now. Caroline is dancing with Klaus. She's wearing the bracelet he gave her and the dress. It's a full Klaus production. She was Miss Mystic Falls.
The Vampire Chronicles.
Is one of them like Dracula?
She was the best known for a series of novels, The Vampire Chronicles. Books
Oh,
of the
no.
Vampire
Interview...
Chronicles were subject of 2 films, Interview with the Vampire and Queen of the Damned.
Yes.
All right, so now say it again.
Damien Rice meets Anne Rice.
Yeah, great reference.
All right, I'm going to cut the earlier part out. But I'm not going to cut out me saying that. I'm going to cut the earlier part out.
And then people would just be really confused.
Yep. Caroline, okay.
Yeah, I didn't hear what you said.
Caroline is dancing with Klaus. She's wearing the bracelet he gave her and the dress.
Uh-huh. And he's like, well, why are you wearing the bracelet too? It's like, well, if I'm going to wear the dress, I'm going to wear the bracelet.
Sure. Stefan pulls Elena in for a dance. Everyone is switching partners. Matt came with Rebecca, but now is dancing with Caroline. Elena needs to talk to Stefan. Damon is dancing with Rebecca. So, like, everyone has their person, and then they switch to, like... switches to, like, the person that you're like, this person dancing with this person the most.
Right.
Wow.
And Caroline's mad that Matt came with Rebecca, but he's like, but you came with Klaus, and Klaus is, like, the worst of everyone has been hating Klaus for so long.
Yeah, that's that Caroline eating cake and having it, too, type behavior. Elena goes outside with Stefan. She wants to talk to the mom. Stefan cares about killing Klaus more than anything, Elena says, and Stefan says, you're not wrong, which means you're right.
Well, but he didn't really believe it. Like, she said that, and he was, like, kind of disappointed that that's what she thinks.
Yeah.
But then instead of being like, actually, I care about you the most, or actually, I care about all those people I killed, and I'm so sad about it, he was like, you're not wrong. But he's lying to himself and others.
Elena wants to get into the room with Esther alone. She likes that Stefan trusts her still to make her own decisions. It doesn't seem like Damon is doing that anymore.
No, Damon doesn't do that. Because he's too, like, freaked out about her.
Rebecca brought Matt to kill him, and she wants to kill Matt with coal.
Rebecca brought Matt, yes.
Elena lures Damon into the library, and then Stefan whooshes in and cracks his back.
Yeah, it was a gross crack.
Yeah.
It's usually like a simple, like, whoosh, neck crack, but he
was like...
Yeah, he broke him, like, in half.
Elena is going to meet the mom, Esther. Elijah stops her. His mom is acting strange. He wants Elena to tell him what his mom says. Tell me what my mom says.
And she's like, okay.
Hey, tell me what my mom says. And then let's go get a slice. Elena knocks and enters with the older bro. Finn, we know his name. And the mom, Esther, we know her name. She has spelled some sage.
Yeah.
Put a spell on some sage to not be overheard.
By those vamp ears that are all around.
And Helena asks, how are you alive? And I was like, what is she, Forky? How am I, or why am I alive? Is it why am I alive or how am I alive?
I think why am I alive?
An ancestor of Bonnie spelled Esther to live. She was on the other side for 1,000 years.
So long.
nature's way of punishing her for turning the fam into vampires. And now she wants to undo the evil she's created by killing Klaus, and she needs Elena's help.
Yeah, because when she made them vampires, she didn't know that they were going to eat humans and attack everyone.
No, she didn't know what a vampire was.
And she just wanted them to be immortal.
Yeah, not get killed by the werewolves.
Right. But
when they went to watch the men change is what
yeah,
whoever went to do that.
It was Klaus and his little brother.
Yeah. Which, hey, if that's your thing, go off. Caroline is horsing around. Oh, get it? Caroline is horsing around. She's standing by that horse.
Yeah, that's funny.
That almost was too subtle for me.
But you wrote it?
Yeah. Klaus walks up. He fancies her. Mm-hmm. She's spoken for by Ty.
But Caroline is the type of girl that likes attention from anyone.
Oh, yeah. But she does not like the freaky sire bond with Ty that Klaus has.
No, she'd rather just have just Klaus than a freaky sire bond.
What?
Right?
She'd rather have just Ty.
But she's going to the thing. She's wearing the dress. She's got the bracelet. She's dancing with him.
Oh. She sounds like, yeah, she wants to have a freaky sire bond with somebody. All right. Horses are the opposite of people, I think Klaus says. Like, really? Okay, so horses, opposite of people. All right. 4 legs versus 2. I guess that's the opposite. I don't know.
Yep. The opposite is not
big, long snouts versus pushed in, inverted snouts. I don't know.
Ew, is your nose inverted?
I'm just saying, how are horses the opposite of people?
They're not.
Tails. We don't have tails. Is that the opposite?
We do let people ride on our back sometimes.
Yeah, piggyback ride, not horseback ride.
Why shouldn't it should be called a horseback ride? Because who's riding on the backs of pigs?
Probably just people with freaky sire bonds.
Why is it called a piggyback ride?
I don't know, and who knows with this etymology? Something's always
it's
something.
Probably something really
terrible.
Inappropriate. Yeah.
Yeah. What did they used to put on pigs' backs? I don't even want to know.
I don't think I want to know either. And also, then it's also a thing where people like add on to what someone else says. They're like, I'm gonna piggyback off that idea.
Yeah.
I don't know. It might not be good.
Let's start the horseback movement
because
we know what that is.
Yeah, you ride on a horse.
Yep. But I think Klaus's whole point was that horses are loyal and people are not. But I wouldn't say that that's even the opposite.
He could say horses' loyalty is the opposite of human loyalty.
Or you could be like, you know what's a little different about horses?
Yeah.
They're more loyal than
people.
Which I get from a writing standpoint. You want to be like, horses are the opposite of people. I'm the viewer. Tell me more.
Yeah, but instead you're also just like, the scene lasts 1 second.
I wonder if Klaus's mind would be blown if he saw BoJack Horseman. Because he'd be like, this horse is like a person.
Uh-oh.
They're not opposites.
No.
Michael Michelson killed Klaus's horse.
Yeah, he didn't like Klaus.
And I said, both Klaus and Caroline have daddy issues. Mm-hmm. Elena and Esther do exposition about her family. But
that's not Klaus's dad, but he acted like his dad. Because remember,
Michael Michelson?
She cheated on Klaus. I mean, she cheated on Michael to have Klaus.
Oh, no.
And that's why he was a hybrid, because she cheated on him with one of those werewolves when the men were changing.
Okay.
But anyway, he was like raising him as a son. So yeah.
So this dad might come into the mix in 8 seasons?
Is that a Pete-diction?
Yeah, I guess so. Just anybody that anyone mentions, if someone ever mentions like a pair of pants, it's like, oh, we're gonna see that pair of pants in season 6.
It's fair game.
And even if you don't mention something, it could just be like, oh, by the way, I have 8 other brothers too. Just we need content. Mm-hmm. We need more episodes. We need 22 per season.
Just keep adding on.
So Elena wants to know how Esther is going to kill Klaus. because he's immortal. Mm-hmm. It will take
They're
time.
like, we've been trying.
It will take time and magic and your assistance. The ball is a ritual, not a reunion.
Yeah, she's sneaky.
We need a drop of blood from the doppelganger. Mm-hmm. Elijah is suspicious. They must drink at the toast to be linked as one. If one goes, they all go. So she's going to kill all her kids, I guess. Mm-hmm. My family is an abomination. It's my duty to kill them. Mm-hmm. She brought them into this world. She can take them out. Cole wants to kill something.
Yeah, he's excited.
Damon wakes up from the back break. He presses Stefan up. Elena is talking to Esther. They argue about protecting Elena. This is going to be their thing now. Mm-hmm. I'm going to protect Elena. No, you're not. You protect Elena. Don't protect Elena.
I love her. No, I love her. No, I don't. I love her, but I'm going to pretend like I don't love her.
Rebecca took Matt outside to kill him. Mm-hmm. If I could compel myself a Maserati, I would, Matt says, but he has just a pickup truck.
Yeah, I like his truck. It suits him.
He puts his jacket on Rebecca as a sign of being nice, and this changes her whole thing up.
Yeah, I'm not going to kill him now. He gave me his coat.
Let's go back inside. She has a change of heart, a change of unbeating ash heart. Ashy heart. Elijah is asking Elena questions about talking to his mom. Should I be concerned about my mother's intentions? She's forgiven Klaus. Mm-hmm. A toast with blood in the champagne. All the siblings drink it. They are now linked.
Wasn't it weird to see how pink this champagne was?
I think it was just pink champagne. I think they were sipping pink champagne.
Well, obviously they think they were drinking pink champagne.
I think that they were drinking pink champagne.
She should have been like, put your blood in this pink champagne.
She should have said that. And then she should have been like, will now propose a toast with pink champagne.
Right. And to give like a reason why it's special and it's pink and everything.
Yeah, it comes from the pink region of Champagne, France.
Champagne, yeah.
Joe Montaigne made this champagne. And it's pink. Klaus shows Caroline his art. Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm glad you said art and not something else.
A fart? Klaus shows Caroline his art. Ash, what if he had just like picked up an acoustic guitar? Like that's basically what this is.
And also, didn't he steal this art?
Some of it is his. All right. So, I don't know.
Look at this art I stole from these museums.
No, okay. I think several things were going on. It was kind of unclear. Like, I think some of the art was from a museum. I think he has a painting at the Hermitage, though, that he actually did. Mm-mm. And then he had, like, some drawings that he did as well.
Drawings. Oh my gosh, Klaus. It's like, really, Klaus? You can't just, like, try to be like a regular guy.
Yeah, he showed her all this, and then there was an acoustic guitar, actually. This was a deleted scene. And he was like, there's something unpredictable. That's how the scene ends.
Perfect.
The bracelet was worn by a princess almost as beautiful as Caroline. Mm-hmm. Laying it on thick. Klaus did some art. Also, Klaus wants to take Caroline around the world. You get everything you want, Caroline says. Stop controlling Ty. Give him his life back. Your father didn't love you, so no one else will either. So you sire and compel and buy people off. Caroline, hitting him in his core.
Well, Caroline's telling the truth, but isn't Klaus being such a weirdo to be like, he's known Caroline for like 2 seconds, and now he wants to shower her with gifts and take her around the world? It's like, what?
I know. Is he just like freaky sire bond, like cuckolding Ty in a way? You know? Mm-hmm. Like, is it because Caroline is like the one thing he can't have in quotation marks? Mm. He's like, my sire bond? Like, she likes my sire bond and not like even me? Like, yeah. I'm the sire or whatever.
Yeah, so she better like me. I'm going to make her.
Yeah. By saying I'll take her to these countries or whatever.
Yeah, he's being a freak.
Cole, well, he showed vulnerability in many ways.
Yeah, but it's just weird.
Cole is mad he didn't get to kill Matt. Rebecca flip-flopped real quick. Damon is mad at Elena. He wants to take her home. She doesn't like going behind his back.
Mm-hmm. But he doesn't listen to her, so she has to.
Damon tells her he loves her,
Mm-hmm.
and she hurts his feelings. And then Damon says, I care too much, I'm a liability. And I said, isn't it ironic?
Mm-hmm.
Matt is looking around. Cole is there. He crunches Matt's hand.
Mm-hmm.
Damon fights him.
Matt has to get in the middle of stuff that he doesn't really want to be a part of.
No. Damon fights him. Damon fights Cole. Stefan stops him. Everyone is mad at Stefan, I guess. Stefan is now back mad at Damon.
Yeah, but Stefan has been mad at Damon.
Caroline and Ty are playing phone tag, leaving long voicemails.
And that's kind of fun, though.
Another gift on Caroline's bed. Klaus did a quick drawing of her. Did he whoosh draw it? Or had he drawn it previous?
Yeah, I wonder if it would be fun to be a vampire and whoosh make something. Like, whoosh make, like, dinner for sure, but, like...
Oh, I would whoosh clean the kitchen.
Yeah, definitely. But, like, whoosh make some art? That doesn't sound as fun, because then it's like it's already done.
Mm-hmm. Esther is at the ball. She asked for no violence tonight. Mm-hmm. Like Wyclef. You remember that? No fighting.
Oh, yeah. No fighting.
Elijah is the favorite to Ash, the favorite child.
Mm-hmm. I like him the best also.
I said the tall, non-Cole one comes in, which we know his name is Finn. You're not having second thoughts, are you? Because Finn is down to die. Mm-hmm. You're not having second thoughts, are you? He's like, let's all die. Elijah is so moral. You're doing the right thing, mother, Finn says. Mm-hmm. The spell I'm casting tonight will bond you all together as one, Esther says. Mm-hmm. When it's time, I will be ready to die. Finn.
Yeah, I mean, also it's like, at a certain point, you should just be ready when you're a vampire forever.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they're all 1,000 years old.
Mm-hmm.
We must complete the loop. They do the palm slice. We've talked about that.
No good.
Esther talks in Latin. She took AP Latin in high school. She's binding them. The link is complete. Blood, family tree. You are one.
Mm-hmm. It all fills up.
Stefan takes Elena home. She told him about her talk with Esther. Stefan is happy. They're all dying. Where's Damon? She doesn't know. Damon's being self-destructive, going after Cole. She said something she didn't mean. So did I. He leaves. She stops him. How do you act like you don't care? Elena can't do that. She has a loud dress on her lav mic.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically.
Stefan is upset at what he did to her. If I let myself care, all I feel is pain.
Yeah, but he's not just upset about what he did to her. He was a ripper.
He was a ripper.
And that was what he hated about himself the most before.
Yes. And he was back at it again.
Did it again. He can't handle it.
Damn, Stefan back at it with the white vans.
Yeah, with the ripping necks.
Stefan saying, if I let myself care, all I feel is pain. Ash. I think that's how I feel about, like, sports or video games. Mm. Like, if I were to, like, care about sports or video games or something like that, I would have to be, like, go all in and stuff like that, and all I would feel is pain. It would take up time. Mm-hmm. Can't care about that stuff.
No, there's no room for that.
So I decided long ago, no sports. I can't figure out how a game is playing at 2 p.m. I'm going to try and watch it.
No.
No.
It doesn't work.
So video games, I got to beat this level People are like, yeah, I have 100 hours on that game. I'm going to play a game for 100 hours? No way.
No way.
Play a game for 1 hour is way too much.
I agree. But also that what Stefan said is a good song lyric.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, our pug did not like that.
No.
Rebecca is at the bar with Matt. He's drinking and he doesn't have health insurance. I said, lol, what? He's like, I found out tonight I don't have health insurance.
Well, because he's basically raising it himself. He doesn't know.
Okay, well, he's putting the grill out there.
Yeah.
The grill.
Well, his life insurance shouldn't come from the grill. It should come from his mom's job. He's a underage guy.
Mm-hmm. All right.
VA Beach mom
VA Beach.
Giving him medical insurance. That's no good. Shouldn't get that Obamacare.
Yeah, until he's 26. He says that Rebecca is fun and pretty, but leave me alone.
Mm-hmm. But, like, seriously, leave me alone.
Damon walks up. He's drinking Brother's Bond.
Oh, the bottle's empty.
Damon drinks with Rebecca. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you would have broken Matt. You need to find someone more durable.
Mm-hmm.
And then they whoosh, make out, and rip each other's undies. That's the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Damon still just can't hang with not having Elena and everything being cool with Stefan.
Yep.
He can't handle it.
What a nap, Ash.
I know. What are your fangs?
Fangs. Ash. I'll go 1.5 fangs.
Mm-hmm. I'm feeling that same.
Yeah. Pete-dictions. We're gonna pick up where we left off.
Next up.
42 minutes of whoosh.
Making out and ripping off clothes.
Intimacy. That's my Pete-diction.
Oh my gosh. What do you think's gonna... Wait, no. That's not it. What do you think's gonna happen with the Michelsons being all linked? Think they're all gonna die?
No, there will certainly be some hiccups in Esther's plan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it'll be as simple as, hey, I linked them and now whatever the other part of the ritual. I wonder though. Alright. The most basic thing I could think of is that they start carrying out this ritual. Klaus figures out they're doing the ritual, tries to like pull Elena into it somehow, or some other person, maybe Stefan, somehow tries to get someone in on this ritual where they die too. And then Elijah, the moral one, like extra sacrifices himself or something, even though he's going to die anyway also. But I feel like someone's going to get pulled into this ritual. Someone's going to make some grand thing. And then they'll have to start a new chapter. Sans OGs. However, the OGs have their own show. It's probably a prequel. And then do the OGs never come back? I don't know. In 8 seasons? I don't know, but I'm kind of 1,000-year-old vampires, the original vampires. I mean, I'm still starstruck, but yeah, we could. Maybe they just like promise they'll go live in Scandinavia for a while or something.
What about the thruple situation happening?
The bros and Elena, or somebody else?
The bros and Elena.
I don't know. I feel like Elena had the Damon moment. If in the whole series that's the whole Delana thing, then bummer. They didn't get to truly spread their wings, I feel like. I think that Elena will go back with Stefan at some point, but probably not for a while. Ty will be back at some point. Jeremy's still gone. He's filming some movie. In Michigan or Detroit or something. Detroit Rock City. He's filming 8 Mile and Detroit Rock City.
No, but those Pete-dictions are acceptable.
Thank you. Ash, you got anything to plug this week?
Happy birthday. It's been your birthday since we potted last.
True. I have aged.
You're still in your mid-flirties.
I'm in my mid-flirties. I feel like there's a Spidey A over there.
Maybe.
I had a wonderful celebration of the anniversary of my birth.
We love you for it.
Thank you.
That's it. That's all my news.
Follow at High Dive Publishing on Instagram. And for real, really do it. If you're listening to this, just go do it.
Do it.
Creak, creak.